Seemed like resting up AJ a little bit.
Yeah.
And use him a lot today. Is it just because he doesn't need it? And
get the horse
see
to
the
the
other
race,
backs?
man. Get the horse to the race.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that.
I know. I figured.
And let some of these other guys get some work. We got a good stable of backs right now. And, we could have the best stable of backs as collectively as there is in the country, honestly. So let some of these other guys get some work and try to do the best you can to keep these guys as healthy as you can. That's about our mindset, really.
Yeah, the offense seemed to be really cooking there for a while, especially with when you were able to switch in some of the other running backs in there too.
Yeah. We were making some plays. I think the offense at times, you can see how explosive it can be. I think the thing I was disappointed in offensively today was a couple of stupid penalties I pointed out. One was in the coming out drill that we did, which stopped us from coming out, put us in a backed up punt, and gave the opposing team a short field. That wasn't good. And then we had another one we were going in to score where we had an offside penalty that took us out of field goal range. So those are the things you want to see eliminated. Those are things that came up today. And then, of course, we did this simulation of the 4-minute into a 2-minute type of thing. So, it was our 2 offense against our 1 defense in a 4-minute, and then our 1 offense taking over on that as if it were a 2-minute. I thought it was beautifully handled and driven all the way down the field, but then we turn it over. And then, of course, we have a penalty after that on the turnover. So it's all good learning in there. It's like, every day we're working on situations, every single day of preseason camp. And this was another great opportunity. And then we went to the 2s on a 2-minute, and we unnecessarily forced the ball and lost the game when, so it was a great learning. There was a lot of great learning out here today, just, in preparation for the Open.
At this point, are you looking at getting some of the third team too? Because it seems like, in a couple weeks when the season starts, they're not going to have as many reps probably.
They took a ton out here today. Yeah. We did a bunch of that, and it's really sloppy at that point, but it's fine. I mean, we put them out there. I don't know how many they got. I bet they took about 30 snaps, the 3s in total today, which is good for them. So we got that accomplished as well.
Zay Flowers had a big return, I know, in the beginning, but then as he was making some of those catches too, what kind of athlete is he? He's kind of a different athlete than what you might see.
Yeah, I mean, he's an explosive athlete. He's got really good ball skills, and he's got electric. We've had a couple guys around with good speed, but this guy has elite speed. More than just the speed, he is a tight turn guy. So he can come in and out of those cuts with no wasted motion. So he's certainly a guy that has a chance to really help us.
And Grant, punting drills, I know everyone just thinks you might show up and boot the ball, but what goes into it with him? I saw him also taking a couple of those intentional safety drills too. But what goes into him with hang time versus direction versus?
Well, I was, that's what I was all upset about out here. We did a kickoff after safety, and then we did a punt after a safety. And I'm just like, we do a punt after the safety, and it's a low liner down the middle of the field right to the returner when we want it to be outside in between the hash and the numbers with hang time. So, you teach that situation. Now you can coach off of that. Then we're trying to take a safety with our punt team to drain the clock, right? Slow take a safety. And the ball security's down here as opposed to being up here, And the only thing that can get you in that situation is you have a low ball, someone hands it before you step out of bounds, you lose the game. So these are all teachable moments, So we're working on everything today. We tried to make this all the things, certainly not all of them, there's so many, but a lot of things that can come up in a first game, we wanted to put it in a live scenario and teach off of it. So I'm really jacked that we got that accomplished today. There's a lot of that stuff which is really good to see. Now, like I said to the guys afterwards, I go, it's all great, but the on-the-job training's got to end because 2 weeks from today, those have got to be turned into exact decisions, not erred or flawed decisions, and that's why we're working on it.
And when you mentioned that, have you started changeover yet? Does it happen next week? Like, when do you go from necessarily training camp and working on drills and working on situations to Virginia Tech?
So Monday, tomorrow night, our meetings will shift towards implementation of teaching Virginia Tech. Tomorrow night, yeah. And then Monday, we will have some scout team, real exchange, Virginia Tech periods on Monday. Because that's kind of our last, per se, call it a camp day, but it's going to be a combination day. Then we're off on Tuesday, player day off. When we come back on Wednesday, that is a VTech Tuesday The next day on Thursday is a VTech Wednesday. The next day, Friday, is a VTech Thursday. So we'll have a mock Tuesday, Monday. Then we'll go Tuesday, a Wednesday, a Thursday at the end of the week. Give them a couple days to get their body coming back and re-rotate in on a Monday to a VTech Tuesday. So we have it pretty mapped out pretty good right now. So now on Monday, this thing starts to shift, and it's completely shifted on Wednesday.
Steve, can you talk about Joe Sparacio, as I say his name right? Is he filling in for Isaiah?
Yeah.
Looks like he hits like hell.
He's had a great spring, and he's had a great camp. He's an explosive athlete. Done a fabulous job. Yeah, so that's been really encouraging to watch Joe develop over the spring and preseason. You know, he's been an elite trainer and competitor for us.
Is he mixing well with Lamont and Richardson too? They working.
Yeah, it's been great. We got a good group of linebackers. We have some depth. Now, obviously, we got to get Isaiah back. He's not ready quite yet. Hopefully, we're in a foot race to get him ready. But we've got some depth there. I mean, John Lamont was out today, and he'll be back. So I mean, we're you know, it's part of camp, so we're creating more depth. I like our linebacker. We have veteran players with depth right now at that position. That may not be for every one position, but at that one, knock on wood, we still have that.